Alright guys, in this video here we're going to talk about why somebody would want to use a VPN. Now keep in mind, for these two slides here, this one and the next one, we're talking about VPN as both a service and a server. So if you're using some type of a monthly subscription that you connect to, this is going to kind of be the same thing for both this slide and the next one. So why would you want to use a VPN? Number one, or I guess one of the top reasons, is privacy. Depending on you as a person, you might value privacy more than other people. I know I probably value privacy a little more than other people. Just because you want privacy doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So when different entities, when different corporations try to log every single thing you're doing, it does become a little weird. Now I will say a VPN does not fix everything. You know, if you're signed into Google Chrome, they're probably still tracking you. They're probably still tracking what websites, what topics you like, and different things like that. So keep in mind, before we talk about anything further on the list here, a VPN is not a fix-all. You know, and that kind of goes for anything. There is no such thing on computer security or the real world, because, you know, total self-defense, as 100% security. So keep that in mind there. You know, it's like if I have a taser, but somebody comes up to me and punches me in the back of the head and I never see it coming, well, you can't be like, oh, my taser didn't work. Well, no, you didn't see this guy coming, so it's not 100%. Or if you buy a home security system and then your car gets stolen, well, yeah, that's not going to help, because it's two different areas here. A VPN doesn't fix everything, but does a pretty good job, a pretty good baseline here. So privacy from your ISP, your internet service provider. So that would be Time Warner, Comcast, Verizon, different things like that. They're kind of in the middle here. So my computer is plugged into a router and then to a modem, or the same thing these days if you guys have like a combo device. That reaches out to my ISP, and then my ISP kind of reaches out to the internet. So if I go to, oh geez, I don't know. I would say google.com, but Google is kind of everything. If I go to I can't think, cats.com, well, my ISP kind of knows that I went to cats.com. And then if I, you know, like different things like that, they keep logs and stuff, which is kind of weird. What a VPN does, you connect to this VPN server, and then this VPN goes out to the internet. So the only thing my ISP kind of knows is I connected to this VPN server. Right? Does that make sense? So they kind of don't know this next step from here. All right. I put number 2 as privacy from other entities. Alright, so number 2, privacy from other entities. This might be some type of agency. This might be your work trying to spy on you. Or not spy, but keep logs on you here. It might be, I don't know, if you can use some of this Wi-Fi, they may be able to see what websites you're visiting here. Any other entities, you're going to be able to put another layer of security between you and whoever might be trying to watch you from there. Now, number 3, privacy from hackers. If you guys use public Wi-Fi, because of the nature of Wi-Fi being kind of wireless, there's different packets of information sent through the airwaves, you know, and literally like the air. So what they can do is they can sit inside a coffee shop and they can sniff these packets that are going through the wireless network, and they can get them on their computer. Now, of course, there is secure packets and there's unsecured packets and there's different things within there, but a VPN provides another layer of security between you and any sort of hacker that might be trying to steal your information there. And with our lives becoming more and more digital and more online these days here, that's an important one, you know, because even stealing a password or two, hackers can get pretty far with a very little amount of information. If you ever get bored or you can't fall asleep one night here, just go on YouTube and, you know, find some, like, it's amazing the art of hacking, how much information they can get with as little information. Like, you would never think that this piece of information, you know, wouldn't put me at risk for security, but they can. So again, any more thing you can add is going to make you a little bit safer from hackers. Now, another reason why you might want to use a VPN is geolocation here. So if you're a Lakers fan and you live in Cincinnati, you can actually change the location of your server to a different spot. So the website you connect to is only going to see that your VPN is connecting to it. So whatever your VPN is, it's going to think that you are in that location there. So it's kind of like a, I guess you call it like a leapfrog maybe, you know, because you connect to your VPN server, and that reaches out to the website that you want it to go to. Another thing that I use it for is in internet and project testing. So if I have a website and I'm getting a lot of traffic from Japan, well, I want to make sure that these people from Japan have a very good experience in terms of speed and latency. So I might put a VPN in Japan and then connect to my website from there. Or if for some reason I'm locked out of some type of website because of my IP address, a VPN is actually going to change your IP, and then you can access this. You know, bugs happen all the time. Like, if you think of every single website you have an account for, sometimes they lock you out because they think you're trying to brute force the password, and they ban you by IP. if you change your IP, well, now you can get back in that account. Again, don't do anything illegal, don't do anything wrong, you know. Another reason why you might want to do this is if you're a small business dealing with sensitive information, or even a person, I guess you could say. If you are, I have a good friend of mine that's an engineer, and I got him on a VPN because if he's sending drawings, you know, people can steal that stuff. That might be worth a lot of money. Or if he's doing sketches for a building, well, that might be kind of sensitive information. If you're working for, I don't know, maybe a movie studio or something like that, if they leak the movie, well then, you know, obviously that's not good for you. Anyways, here. So let's talk about why build a VPN. So in this, we're talking about a VPN server, like your own VPN server, versus spending money monthly to a VPN service. Now, I don't want to throw any particular VPN under the bus. Let's think of a name, ABC VPN. If that's a real company, I do apologize, but ABC VPN, if you're spending a monthly fee for them, well, a lot of times these VPN services, even the most popular ones, have had data leaks. Now, I know some haven't, some have. I don't want to throw any particular company under the bus, but it's kind of weird. Like, if they are leaking data, leaking my data if I'm a customer, well, why are you storing my data? You know, like, it doesn't have to defeat the purpose of a VPN. If you're storing all my data of different websites that I go to, aren't you now becoming the quote-unquote entity that's keeping an eye on me? Whoop, where was it? Right here, right? So your own VPN is a little more secure in that sense. Obviously, you have control of all the data, and you own all the data. So, you know, like, you're not going to sell your data. Well, hopefully you won't sell your own data, but obviously some VPNs could sell your data, and that might be against their terms of service, but they still do. And obviously, if you learn more about it, you're going to understand this thing a little bit better. And then obviously, throughout this video, we're going to make our own free VPN. Now, I will say with AWS, there is a free tier. If you start to go beyond it, they're going to start to charge you money. So just keep that in mind. I will say AWS is very economic and very cost effective, but just keep that in mind.